What's going on, everybody? Happy Sunday to you. Happy July the 10th, I believe it is. It's 7 o'clock. It's time to talk. Time to talk fishing. Hey, Steve S., how you doing? I see some comments coming in, so if somebody could please let me know if you can see me and hear me okay. That would be great. All right, Mike F. is here. Jeff Abbott's here. Lima Charlie from Jeff Abbott. Todd, Lima Charlie, loud and clear. All right, there we go. James Bay, Matt DeBrox. I'm not sure how man, if I mess up people's names, I feel so bad. But Greg Schmidt's here as well. All right, we got some people rolling in now. Gary Davey is here with a bunch of thumbs up. Thanks for the thumbs up, Gary. Appreciate that. Mike F., yeah, loud and proud. There we go. Steve Steele, Mark Pearson, Elkinator, Phil Satar sent me a nice email the other day. Phil, it was nice talking to you. Looking forward to maybe getting together with you. Aimlessly Drifting, good to see you. Matt Presnitz is here. Matt's a great supporter of the channel. Puts out all those great kits that we've been giving away. Mike F. saving salmon for supper tonight. That's nice. That's good. Surprisingly enough, I have like almost zero trout and salmon in my freezer. My customers take it all, and I don't get out fun fishing very much. So there's my sister Sarah. Hey, how are you? Jenna's there as well. Good to see you, Jenna. How are you? Where's Lucy? Where's my other fan? Good to see you guys though. All right, Dakota Joe's back on here. Oh, Tanya Tillotson's on here. Meat Man is back. One of my favorite names. Looks like Nick Padula's here as well. Jim Dabrowski. Jim, you're coming to the shop tomorrow to pick up your 10 color. I let them know that you're coming up, or coming down rather, from your perspective. So that will be there. Patrick Forster, good to see you. Jason C., beautiful weekend, absolutely. So I got to be real careful with my camera setup tonight because my camera stand broke. I went to set it up and it just came right apart on me. So I'm going to have to get a new one of those. So bear with me. Bill Dickens, hey, fun trip with you guys today, Bill. That was a good time. Yeah, fished with Bill Dickens. He's on here all the time. He and some family members were out with us today. We caught a nice limited lake trout and one small king. We were done. I think we were done like 8:45, somewhere in there. Already heading back in, so a lot of fun. Open water, Mike, good to see you. So yeah, I got to be real careful with my camera tonight. If I bump it, it's probably going to fall over. And if that happens, I'll just apologize in advance, but it could happen. Leroy Dowding is here from Purple Taco Fly Supply. Good to see you. If you got any questions, Patrick, break out the zip ties and duct tape. I didn't have time, or else I probably would have. If you saw the contraption that I have this thing set up on, you would laugh. It consists of half the camera stand, a roll of shop towels, and some don't ask, but I got it to stand up as long as I don't breathe on it. All right, 104 people here, 19 thumbs up already. Thanks for the thumbs up. Those do help the channel. Again, I'm pushing for my goal of 12,000 subscribers. I'm gonna go for, what do you guys think? What do you think? End of August or end of September? What do you think? What should we go for? What should our goal be? What should we set in place here as our community's goal? I think end of August. What do you all think? Give me your thoughts on it. I think we could go for end of August. 12,000 subs. We're at 9, like almost 9,100 right now. I think we could do it. So yeah, why not? Let's go for the end of August. September. Some people are saying, September. All right, what do you think? No, we're going to go for August. Let's go for August. If we don't make August, we can always push it back. But the thumbs up do help. The new YouTube algorithm is a funny animal. It's much different than what it was 6 months ago. It's got a real funny way of the way it pushes out video, or the way it puts videos in front of people's faces. The thumbs up are huge. The subscribing is not what it used to be. It still does definitely help. But the thumbs up and the shares and the likes, all that is huge for helping the channel. So yeah, I'm going for August. I'm with you guys. Let's why settle? Let's shoot for August and see if we can get to that 12,000 subscriber mark. That would be great. And I appreciate everybody's help in doing that. All right. Private account. Is that your real account name, or is that something that YouTube assigned to you? If that's your real account name, that's funny. That's clever. No, I'm not fishing the Ludington tournament, and that actually leads me into what we need to talk about as far as the fishing report for tonight. Because of the Ludington tournament, the big boy starts on Tuesday. Into the Ruboy, into the Classic, the youth fishing tournament on Friday. I'm not going to put out any information on fishing tonight. If that breaks your heart, I'm sorry, but that's the way it is. Out of respect for my fellow anglers out there, everybody that's fishing these waters, out there, these are big money tournaments. I'm going to hold off on the information. There are fish out there. There's good kings out there, and there's good lake trout out there. We probably had, we had one lake trout this morning at 18 pounds, and a couple at around 15, 2 or 3 at 15, and one around 14, and the other, however, we caught 12. However many, we probably had a good 14-pound average. So there's good fish out there, and there's good kings out there. So again, out of respect for my fellow anglers, no matter what tournament you're fishing, I'm going to hold off on the fishing intel for tonight and for this week. All right? I hope you understand why. I mean, like I said, this is big money. These guys are going out. Guys and gals, kids are all going out and going after these tournaments. So I'm going to wait on it. We'll do the whole fishing report again next week, but let's hold off. I'm sure you can all understand why. Anyway, a couple other things we'll talk about real quick. Got some giveaways to do. We got a couple different giveaways to do. One from Steve Ordway. Steve stopped in the shop here about 2 weeks ago. Kevin from Western Wisconsin, good to see you on here, my friend. Yeah, but Steve Ordway stopped in the shop about a couple weeks ago, picked up some things for a giveaway. Let's do that. Steve picked up a yellow gas meat rig, a nice 10-inch WV meat rig, and some spoons, of course. One of the baddest spoons of all time, the Glow Frog White Belly. Love that thing. Another bad spoon. Bad isn't good. The Golden Goose, the Golden Rasta Goose, that is in the standard. Yep, that's in standard. That's a really good one. Still catching fish on that. Mixed veggie in the standard also, and an NBK in the super slim. That Glow Frog White Belly was also a super slim. So 4 spoons, a meat rig, and a 10-inch WV. We're going to give that away. What we're going to do is just after this video posts to YouTube, leave a comment. Leave a comment down below. Be friendly. Be professional. Just maybe where you fish, maybe what your boat's like, what your favorite, whatever. Something fishing related. Leave a comment down below. And next week I'll do a random comment generator. I'll pick a winner. Bill Dickens, you just sent me a super chat, you dog. I appreciate that, buddy. I really do. Thanks for supporting the channel, my man. Yeah, so leave a comment. I'll do a random comment generator on that. Or I'll do a, well, you know what I mean. Good Lord. My brain is fried. I'm in the sun every day. Patrick Johan, how you doing? Patrick owns GRC Trolling Products. He's been on here lately. He's got good stuff. If you haven't checked out GRC Trolling Products, check it out. He's got good stuff. But then somebody stopped by from Lake Shark Lures and left me 4 spoons also to give away. Lake Shark Lures, if I understand this right, used to be owned by a man named Larry, and I don't remember his last name, but due to some real unforeseen tragic reasons, he sold the company, and it's now owned by these nice people up in Hancock, Michigan, and they're now called Lake Shark Lures. It used to be called Big Lake Lures, if I'm not mistaken. So they stopped off and dropped off 4 spoons. I've got a Moody Blues and Standard. They're good looking spoons. I've got a, what is this? A Shark Bait. I'd run that one. I know I'd run that one. That's a good looking spoon. And then a couple other ones without names on them. All in standard though. So their caveat on this was they want these to be given away to a veteran. So if you are a veteran, how do we want to do this? What's the easiest way? If you're a veteran, just leave a comment down below. Say in the comment, first and foremost, I am a vet, or yes, I'm a veteran. And then leave a comment, again, on maybe where you fish, maybe what kind of fish you like to fish for, maybe your boat, something like that. I will go through and I will pick out a winner on those. I'll just randomly draw one out from all the veterans that are on there. So pretty cool giveaway from both people. Again, thanks to both those people that dropped those off of the channel. It's really nice to give back to the community. That's the way I feel about it. So we are 10 minutes in, and that's all I've got to talk about tonight. That's it. So let's do this. There's Steve Way. He's on there. He's on here right now. Steve, I appreciate that, my friend. You're a good guy. Good people on this channel. I swear. The community that's on this channel is, if not the best, one of the best on YouTube. One of the most generous and down to earth and just, I mean, good people. So thanks to everybody for being that way that come on here. We don't get the trolls on here. We don't get the people that come on here and just act like fools and idiots. Everybody on here is just good. Ryan Hart, good to see you. Chris Olson, good to see you. Yeah, Chris, don't post, guys, if you're a vet. I mean, if you want to post it now, you're welcome to. But wait till this video posts to YouTube before you post your comment, please. Because it's going to be real difficult for me to go back in and generate all these comments that go on here. Wait till the video posts and then leave your comment, please. All right? Bill Gerlach, good to see you, man. How you been? All right, so let's just have a nice Q&A session here. If you guys, gals, if you got questions, if you want to talk about anything, well, I'll answer any questions that you have. Otherwise, we'll get the heck out of here. We'll go enjoy the rest of our Sunday. We'll be back next Sunday night. Private account. Man, that cracks me up. I'd like to know how you got that name. My lake trout rigs. Again, I'm going to hold off on fishing information for tonight. I don't want to give away locations, things like that, because of the Ludington tournament that's coming up this coming week. All I can say is go back and watch some of my previous videos. I go over a lot of information on how I do fish lake trout, but I don't want to give away what's really been working for us, just out of respect for everybody that's doing these, that's fishing the upcoming tournaments, okay? Thanks. How long do I run my spinning glow leaders? Brian Lytle, that's a really good question. They're about 19 inches. And if I'm not getting bit, if I can see lake trout on the bottom and they're not biting what I got out there, I'll stretch them back to my normal, Spin Doctor leads, which are about 24 inches. Patrick Forster, are Magnum spoons? That's a really good question and really relevant, Patrick, because today when we opened up our fish, you know me, I always check the belly because I want to see what they're feeding on. We had a pile of alewife that came out of there. If you don't follow me on Facebook and Instagram, you might want to, because I do post a lot of things that we do during the week on Facebook and Instagram. And for example, I have a picture of the bait that we took out of the fish today, and it's absolutely a pile. Big alewife, and a lot of them. They really got the feed bag on right now. So I'm starting to run not only smaller spoons like my Super Slims, which are still producing, but I'm starting to get more into the mags now too, or the standards. And you can see the difference in size there because of the bait that I'm seeing coming out of those out of the fish right now. So that's a great question, and it's a great way to look at what size you might want to run in the upcoming days. Open up your fish, see what's in the belly. Anyway, if you do want to follow me on social media, those links are down below for Instagram and for Facebook. They're right there. Just click on them and you're welcome to follow us. I'd rather be fishing. You're asking something in effect. So you got one downrigger that's really going good and the other one's not taking any hits. Well, I mean, the easiest thing, you could switch up to something that's almost exactly what you have on that one or similar. But, a lot of times what I see, like my shoot rigger, my center downrigger, a lot of times on my graph, I'll see fish coming in looking at that because I can tell in the depth where they're at, and they're not biting that thing, but they're still coming in and looking at those things. Even on my corner riggers, I can see fish coming into those depths and looking at things, and then another rod will fire off. So you got to really balance it out, whether or not you want to change something. If you see fish on your graph that are coming in and looking at your spread, especially your downriggers, but they're not taking them, but you're still getting bit on other things, be careful changing things out. because a lot of times those fish are coming in, maybe they'll get spooked off because of the downrigger hum or because of the sound of the boat, but they're looking at what you got, they spook off, and they'll see your diver or one of your long lines, and so you're still bringing fish in with what you have on the downriggers, but they're biting other things. Okay, so just be careful changing out things on a mad rush because it's not getting bit. You might still be bringing fish in your spread with what you have on there. All right, I hope that makes sense. Philip Oden said you've been working on your boat. Good for you, Phil. It never ends, does it, my man? Never ends. I saw a lot of other comments roll through. When do I generally start using meat rigs? I already have been. And we've had pretty good meat bites all the way through up to about a week ago. So I start right at the beginning of the year. I usually got one in the spread someplace. And if it goes, I usually got 2 or 3 more out after that. All right, what other questions you got? If you got them, new to the channel, I can't see what your name is, but thanks for being here. I'm glad you enjoy it. We try to put out really good information on here, and there's a lot of great people on here. If I miss some of your questions, if you want to roll them back through, feel free. I'm happy to do that. I'll stick around as long as you got questions that I can answer. I'm happy to help you out. Boy, it got quiet. Just like that. Patrick Johan, have I tried the Laker Bell? Not yet, Patrick. Haven't needed to yet. Saw me at the gas dock. Is your boat named Bob's Your Uncle? Because if it is, that is a great name. Great name for a boat. If you don't know what Bob's Your, it's an English term. Well, it comes from Great Britain. It's a funny term, but that is a great name for a boat. The funniest name I ever saw for a boat was Unsinkable 2. I thought that was genius. Unsinkable 2. People out there have good sense of humor. That's kind of stuff that I really like. Patrick, you asked me if I've tried the Laker Bell yet. No, have not. Eric Nearing, how do you figure out what the campground is next to the ship? I have no idea. I don't even know what the name of it is myself. Richard, you're welcome. Mega Mike, any advice on what not to do? Don't fish the radio, man. Fish your program. Don't fish the pack. Don't fish the radio. Go do your thing. When I pulled out of the pierheads this morning, even before I got to the pierheads, I could see a line of boats on the shelf out there, like just a hotel of boats, just boom, 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 boom. The last thing I would do is go jump in the middle of that pack and follow on that line. Go do your own thing. And if you hear things coming around on the radio, hey, I'm hitting them on a downrigger at 50 down on an NBK spoon. Don't just run your tackle box, grab an NBK spoon and throw it 50 feet down and think that you're going to get a fish. Fish your program, fish your knowledge, and be confident in what you got. Okay? Preferred length on slide diver rods. I think you're asking how much I normally put back behind the boat. About 50 feet. I missed something about a meat rig there. Good idea, Eric Nearing. Yep, good idea. Yeah, somebody will know what the name of that campground is. For whatever reason, I know it's really small, and it's funny that I don't know the name of it because it's been there forever. I just don't know much about it. Is the drawbridge closed on 31? Nope, it's open, Dennis. You can get through right now. Yeah, the whole pack thing, I don't, like today, we're fishing lake trout. I saw a lot of fish, or I saw a lot of boats inside and shallower water. I'm not going to tell you the depths that we fished, just because, again, I don't want to give out information on this big tournament week. But I knew a lot of those boats were fishing shallower water, so I bumped out another probably 40 feet in depth. And a lot of those fish that got spooked off those inside boats came right out to us, and we had a really good day. Yeah, so don't be afraid to get outside of the pack. Don't be afraid to do your own thing. Patrick, have I tried the new color scheme meat rig? Patrick, again, I don't want to put out a whole lot of information tonight. I can say that no, I have not. I've had other things that I've been using, and I just didn't have a whole lot of time to try out the new stuff yet. Bill Gerlach, no problem, man. Have a great night. I'd rather be fishing. Do I fish temperature? Do I fish all my rigs based on temperature? Yeah, I guess in a way, yes. But in the morning, I do have a lot of rigs out of temperature because I know the kings are up normally out of the temp zones, feeding up on those higher bait columns. So I've said this before in other videos, and this is my normal spread. Like early morning, late evening, I'm probably 60-40. 60% of my baits or around there are in temp or below temp. 40% are above temp. As it gets later in the day, it changes. It's going to be 70-30 or 80-20. 80% of my stuff in the zone or below the cold water mark, 20% above it. Because you never know when you're going to get that rogue king or steelhead or whatever. Hope that makes sense to you. How far down is the temp break? The water rolled over, north wind the last couple of days. We found ice cold water. By ice cold, I mean like 40 degree, 41 degree water at 70 feet down. The break was hanging right around 40 feet. Ever run a spoon off the ball? All the time, man. All the time. About 25 feet off my downriggers. Yeah. That's my normal. Russell, how do I know when out of temp fish go back down? You know, it's more a time of day thing, but not always a time of day, because there's days it can be cloud cover out there, real dense fog. You'll get fish feeding out of temp, you know, up in the warmer water, much longer during the day. But normally when that sun starts creeping up, if you don't have a whole lot of wave cover, you know, wave action does break up the sunlight breaking down into the water columns. If you don't have that, small waves, a lot of sun, you better start running stuff a lot deeper. One thing I do like to do, especially in the morning and as the day goes on, when we get a fish in, this sounds weird, but I put my hand on the fish and I feel it to see if it's warm or see if it's cold. If it's warm, I know fish are still up out of temp. If they're all ice cold, I know all the fish are normally down under the temp. So I know that sounds kind of weird, but it does work. Like today, I mean, the lake trout, they were all ice cold because they're sitting down in that freezing water. It's got to be 39 degrees down the bottom down there. It's just frigid. Mike Potts, so I noticed a change in feeding in the full moon. Oh yeah, absolutely, man, absolutely. The biggest thing is, a lot of times with the full moon, you don't get the strong morning bite like right at daybreak, because they will feed during the night. They'll go take their little siesta, they'll go take a nap, you know, and rest their bellies like we all do as humans. You know, we chow down, we go sit on the couch and turn on the TV, and fish do the same thing, I think. They'll feed during the night, they'll go take a nap, they'll be back up around, sometimes a little earlier, you know, early in the morning, or early in the afternoon, like around 9. They'll go take another nap, and then like around 2 or 3 in the afternoon, a lot of times you'll get a really good bite around that. But a lot of people get frustrated because they get out there in that full moon and they think they're going to get that really good morning bite, and it just doesn't happen. The salmon whisperer, I'd rather be fishing. I am far from the salmon whisperer, my man. There are people out there a lot better at this than I am, but thank you. Andy, yeah, if you need a wire diver setup, just call the shop. 231-887-4242. Somebody asked something about hoochies. If you could roll that comment back through, whoever said that, please do that. Meat Man only has one more day of vacation. Enjoy it, Meat Man. Time goes fast. really fast. All right, comments are starting to slow down. If you guys and gals want to get out of here, I totally understand. You got better things to do than watch me on the old YouTube. Okay, Nitro. I missed the last part of your name, but why do you not hear about hoochies so much? They seem to be huge on Lake Ontario. You know, hoochies are still a big part of the Lake Michigan side. Whether you call them hoochies or bet colds, hoochie mamas, there's a lot of names for them. I don't know, but a lot of captains still use them here on the Lake Michigan side, myself included. That new Mercury Falling flasher that they put out this year has been a staple on here. If I'm not running the Dreamweaver Double Slick 11-inch paddle, I'm running that hoochie Mercury Falling. Both of those are going to put a lot of fish in your boat. A lot of fish. So maybe it's just a little more unknown over here on the Michigan side, but trust me, most of the captains I know, if not all the captains, have hoochies on the boats. I can imagine the people out there just thinking, what the heck is a hoochie? I can show you, actually. I think I got some right here. Oh, yeah. Hoochies. That's it right there. It's an 11-inch flasher. That is the double pearl, the double slick. That, like I said, the Mercury Falling or the 11-inch Dreamweaver double slick, those things are on my boat every day. One of the two. Eric, you want to know about Kevin's girlfriend? We're getting back together slowly. Yeah. We're definitely getting back together slowly. Kevin's girlfriend's a state. I mean, you cannot not have a Kevin's girlfriend out in the spread somewhere right now. It's that good. So yeah, we're getting back together. Don't worry. Deer Hunter, yeah, I'll see you Saturday. I think. I don't know who you are, but why am I going to see you Saturday, Deer Hunter? Clue me in. Clue me in, my man. Oh, Nitro, you thought hoochies were squids? Yeah, when we talk about hoochie mamas over here, that's what we're talking about, the big Beckholds. So maybe it's just, maybe it's lost in translation somehow. You know, it's funny, you go to different ports. I mean, you can go from here to Ludington, and what we call one thing, those guys and gals down there call a different thing. So it's just the way it is. All right, we still got 150 people here. 76 thumbs up. All right, Deer Hunter, you're fishing with me. You got Saturday morning booked? I'm trying to think of your name. Deer Hunter, if you could throw your first name out there just so I can remember. Definitely. Make sure I didn't double book a day or something. That scares me. I have nightmares about that. I have nightmares about 2 different groups showing up to the back of my boat on a morning, and that gives me the chills. Dale, sweet, yep, we got it. All right, good, Dale. Yeah, I'm looking forward to seeing you on Saturday also. We'll have a good time. All right, let's get out of here. I think I got through most of the questions. Again, leave a comment down below for both. If you are a veteran, leave a comment after this post. Let me know. Do I run vegan rig? Yes. Yes, I run vegan rigs. They're good. Dreamweaver 10-inch 10-inch spin doctors with like KRW Riverside vegans, or yeah, the triple fly teasers. Excellent. Absolutely. Yeah, but leave a comment down below. If you're a vet, leave a comment that you're a vet. And if you're not a vet and you want to win the other prize, try to win the other prize. Just leave a comment. I'll pick out 2 winners next week. Leroy, thanks for the thumbs up. Thanks to everybody for the thumbs up. I am now going to try to MacGyver my light stand back together once we're done here. I'm glad that this thing didn't fall over. I'm not kidding. If you saw the way I had this thing rigged up, you would laugh at how I did it. But it worked, and that's all that matters. Good old Northern Michigan Engineering. All right, guys, gals, thanks again for being here. We will circle back next Sunday at 7 p.m. Be safe. I will see you then.